Hi, I'm Dan Gable with Shore Murphy and Associates of Casey, and this is another episode of Big Agent in a Small Town. If you're a contractor renting a piece of equipment, most likely the rental company is either going to require you to carry some kind of damage waiver through them or provide proof of coverage on your own insurance. And today we're going to talk about the couple options that you have as far as providing coverage on your own insurance. First, we're talking about the coverage for any damage to the piece of equipment itself that you're renting. This is assuming that you already have general liability insurance in place, which is what would provide coverage if you caused any kind of bodily injury or property damage to a third party while you were using the equipment. And also, the coverage that we'll be looking at is what's called inland marine coverage. What inland marine coverage means is that the equipment you've rented is covered at your location, in transit, or at a job site. Basically, anywhere that you have the equipment, it's covered. It's not tied to any one specific location. So the first coverage option that you have to cover your rented equipment is an inland marine coverage specifically for rented or leased equipment. With this coverage, you would decide on a coverage amount. Basically, it would be the highest value of anything that you possibly rent. So, let's say that the highest value thing would be an excavator valued at $250,000. You'd want to use $250,000 for your value for rented or leased equipment. And the nice thing with this coverage is when it's on your policy, anytime you rent or lease equipment, you automatically have the coverage for that amount. There's nothing else you need to do unless you need to just notify your agent to provide a proof of insurance to the rental company showing that you have that coverage. As far as the cost for that, a good rough figure would be around $375 a year for every $100,000 in coverage. So again, $100,000 around $375. If $200,000, $750, and so on there. That'll vary some by company, but that would be a good rule of thumb for what the cost would be. If you rent an equipment much at all throughout the year, this would be the option that I would really recommend to go with. That being said, there is another option where you can get the information on the specific piece of equipment that you're renting and specifically schedule that on your policy for inland marine coverage. What scheduling means is you're listing that specific piece of equipment. So, the year, make, model, serial number, value, and how much you need to insure it for. And then when you return the piece of equipment, then you can take it off your policy. So the pro is if you literally only rent something maybe once a year, or it potentially could be cheaper. The downside it is, if you forget to contact your insurance agent, you're not going to have coverage. If you forget to contact your insurance agent that you have returned this piece of equipment, and then you're going to still be paying on something that you don't have as well too. So, those are the options when it comes to renting equipment. If you have any questions on coverage for rented equipment or any other coverages for contractors, please call or text me at 217-932-2267 or by email to Dan, D-A-N, at Shore Murphy Casey, SHOREMURPHYCASEY.com. Thank you.